Hey everyone, Zero Jada here with the XBLA Fans channel, here to give a quick taste of, hopefully I'm saying this correctly, Asdivine Kamura, where you play as a deity of the spirit world who's trying to get his powers back and correct the world. So the story is essentially you are playing as this guy here, Shiki. He is the sort of like spirit deity of this world, and one day this very bad dude, we're actually about to see a cutscene with him, rolls up, steals your power, and right before he defeats you, you actually split your power and throw it back down into like the human world, where you then go and kind of figure out that, hey, everyone thinks he has always been the deity now and totally has forgotten about you. So he's kind of like rewritten history and reality and all that kind of stuff. So you're trying to undo that, collect these spirit orbs that cause weird events to happen, which are actually just your fragments of power. So I've already gotten a crew here. Like the other Asdivine games, it kind of follows the same sort of battle system. A lot of the menu things are the same. You got your awards for doing certain tasks, like taking a certain amount of steps, defeating a certain amount of enemies, and you get goodies for that. You can kind of upgrade and combine your weapons to make them stronger, add effects. I actually have this card here that actually has poison damage kind of just attached to it. I can increase it if I want to, but we're just gonna, nah. What this does have is a gambit system, which are essentially a little perks you can have to your character. So he has like composure, so he moves faster in battle. He also has these magatamas, which essentially allows you to summon these little creatures or use their skills in battle, which is essentially just giving you another character to play as. But other than that, you got your normal RPG equipment and goodies and stuff like that. You might have noticed the shop over here. It's not a real money shop per se. You're using like in-game kind of credits and things that you earn, these little crystals and tickets to essentially randomly get better items. Unlike the other Asdivine games, I haven't gotten the ability to go and do those little mini random draws yet and totally break the games. In the other Asdivine games, you could very early, like very, very early, get broken weapons and totally destroy the flow of battle for a good like 5 or 6 hours. And of course, you can move your characters around for different tactics and stuff like that. And of course, I got my items and fun stuff like that. Another fun thing is this little garden over here where you can actually plant items and then harvest them. I planted these healing bombs earlier. And depending on how good the item is, they can take up to like hours to do. So let's take this healing bomb, 30 minutes versus these healing bomb S's, which is 15. You get the idea. But yeah, if you played the other Asdivine games, this will be very familiar. And I've kind of gotten this crew with me. So right now my mission is to essentially go to this next town and investigate the disappearances that have been happening, because weird events in this world essentially mean, hey, there's a spirit orb here. We're also looking for, I can't remember her name, Koyuki's parents. When I washed up on shore, she kind of showed up as well. She's the little girl like right behind me. And we're gonna go because there's a little cutscene that's gonna happen here. So they're instead of spirits, like in the other Asdivine games, you were a deity and there were spirits, there are Harbingers here now, so we're gonna let them talk while I explain some more fun stuff. And like the other Asdivine games, your entire party, except for you, is women so far. I only have 2 of them, but I wouldn't be surprised the last one is another lady. This is Felix the cat. He's just a harbinger, but whatever. And we should be going to see this bad dude pretty soon. Also, the loading tag is a little like vibrating doggy. So, yeah, Zadis's domain. He took over and rewrote essentially everything. Yep. And of course, the girls I've been traveling with are the anime stereotypical quiet little girl, terrible cook girl who likes a really weird food, and the samurai woman who wants to murder me because of a misunderstanding. So, yeah. And off we go. So I can actually, if I want to, warp around. I'm just hitting X. And off we go. So far, like all the other Asdivine games, it's a decent RPG. Just not as samey as the other ones, because the last 2 Asdivine games were essentially you played, solved the issue, and then another issue came up, and you played essentially everyone else in the same world, all the same people in the same world. So this is the battle screen. I can attack, I can use skills and magic, I can summon a Harbinger, or I can guard. Summoning Harbingers, essentially I can use their skills, I can become them, or I can summon them, which is really helpful because I just literally say like, hey, I have another person who can help me, and they kind of do their thing. Skills are essentially what you think they are, skills and magic. You can equip these items to essentially give you, like, hey, you can now use light magic, but I usually just hit auto, because until you get to a boss battle, the battles are super, super easy. And then once you get to the boss battle, you actually have to kind of plan out and do stuff. So we're just going to kind of run around. We're not going to actually go to the next town. The combat's usually what's different. I like how I said I'm not going to go to the other town and I straight up just roll up on it. But we're going to run around for a bit. So let's use some skills. So here's another card that I like. This guy here. I just summon a little paper man to fight for me. I really like the aesthetic of this one. The other Asdivine games are kind of more medieval-ish. This is very much like Japanese kind of stuff going on here. It's really neat. I like that. Let me use this light bomb. Let's see. Let's murder you. And of course, you get experience points for like leveling up your normal level. And then you get experience points for like whatever charm you have for like, hey, the more you have this light charm on, the more experience you're going to get in those levels. Ooh, I took some pretty bad damage there. Let's heal her up. At the end of battle, health automatically returns, so grinding is very, very easy to do. Let's just murder stuff. And we're gonna bring her back because I have Reviving Bomb. But yeah, it's a fine RPG. Very much follows the formula of the other games. Once in a while, the little girl back there will give you buffs. But yeah, if you play the other Asdivine games, you have essentially played this game. So let's see what we can do to this dude. Let's throw a rock at him. Yep, and wow, that super murdered him. And of course, all my health will come right on back, and we can just kind of run around and do whatever now. There is a little mechanic with trust with the characters. The little girl can go across the lily pads. I'm gonna actually flee and see what happens. Sakura, the pink-haired girl, actually can like purify like bone remains of people who haven't passed on to the afterlife, and you get goodies from that. And then the Ayami, I believe her name is. I don't remember. Yes, Ayami is essentially there's these bamboo sprouts that you have to cut all at the same time, or they'll like grow back. And she'll cut more the more she trusts you. You can give them items. Certain events will allow you to kind of just stop and talk to them. But yeah, it's a decent RPG. The story's fine. It is very samey actually to the other stories for all the other ones, but hey, if it works, whatever. And if you haven't played it, it's a new experience for you. And if you like these games, you'll like this one. And if you don't like the other Asdivine games, this, like I said before, is mechanics. It's essentially the same. I think the Harbinger system is from another game as well, so you're not going to be blown away by it. But yeah, I think it's fine. It's not offensive. I think some of the characters look a little weird in this mode, but other than that, yeah, it's fine. Asdivine Kamura, I hope I'm saying it correctly. I am ZeroJD, this is the XBLA fan channel. Thank you very much for joining me. Check out our videos, it helps us out a ton. Share, like them, and hit us up on Twitter. Bye. Thank you for watching. Oh wait, that's right, hold on. You can switch characters, and that's how you do those little things I was talking about before with the, hey, this person can only, like Shiki has to be in the front for her to go across the lily pads. Sakura has to be in front to purify the skulls and stuff like that, so you can kind of switch the characters, but other than that, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Oh, and I did not show this off. So, yes, thank you. So, you're essentially paying this, like, little game, and then you can get a random item. And, like, the items can be super broken, so I'm sure once I get maybe some of these gems, I can get a super powerful item and just break the game. But yeah, and you can purchase stuff. There is out-of-game microtransactions that will, I believe, give you stuff in-game. There you go. That is Asdivine Kamura. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. Thank you. Now you can stop watching. Have a nice day. Bye.